Today, on Beyond, this woman's mother tries to end a family feud.
And please call her up. Please do that for her. That's her wish. That's her wish to you, okay? Please, all right?
Will she respect her late mother's wishes? Find out later on Beyond. But first,
I would like to contact my daughter, Amy. She was taken abruptly from me. I went and kissed Amy bye before I left to go to work, and I was at work probably an hour and a half, and people come into Praagh and told me that my daughter had been shot by my ex-husband. I think I still have a problem realizing she's not here. I keep waiting for her to come back home, and she doesn't come home. And I want her to know that I am so sorry for leaving her alone with something that evil that morning, and I went on to work.
using his extraordinary psychic ability to communicate with spirits, he's transformed lives by unlocking mysteries and sharing secrets from the other side. James Van Praagh, best-selling author, renowned medium, and your connection to the world beyond.
Hi, Deli.
Hello.
That's your name, huh?
Yes,
Nice name. Very nice to meet you. I'm James. Oh, nice to meet you, sweetie. Thanks for coming all this way.
Thanks for having me.
Hope I can help you. I know your daughter was murdered. Is that right? Okay, so we'll see what we can do for you, okay? All right. You're pretty strong.
I try.
Oh, you don't just try, you are.
I
You're
try.
very strong. So let's see what we can do with you. Okay. First thing I want to ask you, is there a father also that's passed over, please?
Not a father.
Was it like father-in-law? Or
Brother-in-law.
brother-in-law? No, something like that. It's a
I
father.
have a father-in-law that's passed too.
Yeah, that's where I'm going at, because there's a father, something father here. Is there another child you have too?
Yes, I have a son.
Because there were two altogether. There's a grandmother figure here as well, okay? There's a lady here who's grandma, okay? Are you from a small town?
Yes, I am.
You know, it's very weird how they do things sometimes when they show me. But I'm like zeroing in, and they're bringing me in, zeroing to a small town here. It's like, shh. Danielle? Who's that? Is there anyone named Danielle?
Dan?
Dan. Who's Dan?
That's my brother-in-law.
Oh, that's the brother-in-law.
That's brother-in-law.
Okay, sorry. Dan, who's the one who's passed over?
Braden.
Okay, he's here with this man.
Oh.
Okay.
He's the one that found my Amy.
He found Amy.
Yes,
okay.
he did.
Well, he's here, and he's brought her here to you. She's come here with him.
Okay.
Okay? I understand that. Go on. She's very young when she passes, though. I feel she's young.
19.
Okay. I was going to say like 16, 17. I know. Go on. This Dan man wants me to tell you, I have her here with me, and she's here. You haven't really spoken to her since she's passed over. I mean, you have in your dreams because you've shown yourself. But you said, my mom has having trouble with it, still having trouble with this.
Right.
And she's she'd be probably in her late 20s because she comes in like that. I mean, that's how I see her very much. Her hair is longer, and I'm going to put it to you this way. She's a little bit quieter than she used to be.
My Amy? Oh.
Let me explain. She said to tell you, and it's a little bit more, I'm going to tell you, more grown-up feeling with her, and not as much of a rebel, okay? Because when she was young, she's telling me you had a hard time keeping track of me, okay? Okay?
Maybe not her, but her thinking, maybe.
Well, she's all over the place. When she's alive, she's all over the place. She said, you couldn't tell me what to do. You know, like most teenagers, you couldn't tell me what to do. I did what I wanted to do. And she's telling me she's sorry she didn't listen to you more often. And she's sorry she got involved with some weird people, okay? Because I don't like certain people she's with, all right? And I feel through school at one point.
Okay.
You know about that?
Yep.
Okay? And she shows me like a heart. I don't know, is it two of a heart or something? What is this with a heart? What's the heart situation? Is it something with her and a heart, or you had something to do with?
No.
What is the heart? Is there a tattoo of the heart?
My ex-husband that killed
Could've
her
seen-
has a heart tattoo.
Okay.
And
All
he
right, 'cause I
also
see the
shot her in the
heart.
heart.
Yeah, but I saw the tattoo heart. I didn't see the, that's what I was
He has
seeing.
one on his arm.
Okay. Has he also passed over, or is he still
No,
here?
I wish, but no.
All righty then, let's start getting to work. And it's understandable that you're angry and I know.
Yeah.
Your daughter dies quickly. She does not suffer, and she's telling, please tell my mom I did not suffer, okay? You have to know that,
Okay.
all right? Okay? And this was not your fault. So why do you blame yourself?
Because I should have stayed home. That should have been me home with him instead of her, but it wasn't.
It wasn't God's plan for you to be there. I don't know. I don't know. But you weren't there. I don't know. And I don't think should-haves, could-haves, would-haves will bring her back that
No.
physically, right?
No.
And the wrong thing to do is to beat yourself up for not being there like that, because it's the right thing to do. You can't. You can't control him,
Right.
and hold on. This man, Dan, is right next to you, and he's holding your shoulders here. And I feel like he's a brother to you. I really do. I mean, that's
Just
the
like
feeling I have.
my older brother.
Oh, I feel it very strong.
The reading with James continues. Plus, later in the show, this woman paid for a painting of her late son, and it's driving him crazy.
Especially his eyes, he's telling me. He goes, you look at my eyes, those aren't my eyes.
Will she get rid of it once and for all? Find out later on Beyond. We now rejoin James in the studio for the reading with Deli. Deli's ex-husband brutally murdered her daughter, and Deli hasn't been able to forgive herself ever since.
Is there a music box you have of your daughter's? Yes?
Yes, there is.
Okay. And she's talking to me about either making that music box play. When you least suspect it, it plays.
Yes, it does.
Do you understand that?
Yes, I
That's
do.
a message from her to you.
Yes, thank you.
And she's just validating that that's her coming to you. And she said it happens when my mom's in a lot of trouble and my mom's stressed. I play that for her to remind her that I'm looking over her. Remember
Thank
that?
you. Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
She likes babies. She likes the
Yes,
babies.
she does.
And she's taking care of babies who don't have mommies. And she said, I work in right. She said, in your world, and that's the way she put it, in your world, it'd be known as like a nursery. But she goes, it's like that for mommies that don't, babies don't have mommies, okay? Right. You want to bring something with you here today of hers? Understand that? And did you not bring it, or did you?
I always have it with me.
Okay. Are you wearing it?
Yes, I am.
Is it around your neck?
No.
Where is it? Oh, it's a ring?
It's her class ring.
Okay. All right. Yeah, but that's not it. No, that's not it. It's something you want to bring possession-wise or something.
Her wallet.
Okay. Did you want to bring it?
Yeah,
Oh, you
I
didn't?
couldn't find it.
There you go.
I could not find it when I was coming, and I was having a panic disorder, and I found it. I found it.
You are so adorable.
I found it. She helped me find the wallet.
She helped you find the wallet. But
I
you,
totally forgot
you
where I
knew
put
she
it.
helped you find the wallet because you kept on asking her to find it for you.
Oh, I did. I
I
did
know.
ask her.
She's
Yes, I
telling me
did.
you helped her.
Yes, I did.
All right, sweetie. I'm going to leave you with that.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Take good care of yourself. Dan, who's the one who's passed over.
James started this reading talking about Dan. Who is Dan?
Dan is my brother-in-law. He's the one that found Amy after she was murdered.
Now, how exactly did Amy die?
She was brutally beaten with a handgun and then shot in the chest by her stepdad.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's been rough 6 years.
And she shows me like a heart.
He has a tattoo on his arm.
How did you feel hearing James talk about that?
Oh, my heart sank.
Your heart
Yes,
sank.
it did. Yes, it did. Because he had no clue he has a heart on his arm.
And she's talking to me about either making that music box play. When you least suspect it, it plays.
Yeah, a friend of hers got it for her on his graduation. and give it to Amy. And I'll be in the house somewhere, and that music box will play. It really does play.
Without you winding
No,
it up?
nowhere near it.
And she's taking care of babies who don't have mommies.
Yeah.
Why?
'cause
Why was
she-
that so important for you to hear?
Because she doesn't get to have any of her own. Oh. I don't get to see her have babies. I don't get to have grandbabies with Amy. I have a grandbaby with my son, but not Amy.
Please tell my mom I did not suffer, okay?
Since it happened, I have nightmares at night
Oh, Beth.
that she was so afraid that day by herself with him in that house. And I know how afraid that can be. And I just hope she wasn't. I just hope she wasn't. And evidently she wasn't.
Yeah, that's a great thing.
Yes, it is.
Next, they're not married yet, but her late brother is already making plans for their family.
It's gonna be another child, so get ready.
Coming up next on Beyond.
There's someone here that did a painting of the child that passed over? Is a girl that passed over or a son?
No, it's actually my mom and my brother. We have a painting of my brother who passed over.
Okay. Is this your son? Okay. So do you have a picture of your son? Painting? Might I come to you?
Yes.
Well, you wanted him to come through. He has a wicked sense of humor, and he's telling me something about the picture is not done or is not complete. So I don't know what this means. Was there something left out of this painting?
No.
Is this a painting? Hold on one second. Is a painting with just him in the painting, or okay?
Yes.
Okay. Who did the painting? Someone in the family painted it, or what?
No, we actually
Had it
had,
commissioned?
yeah,
Good.
we had somebody make
Okay.
over a picture.
Okay. Is this in the living room area or a
Yes,
second
it
room
is.
of the
Yes,
house?
living room.
Okay. The painting, he's not crazy about, I gotta tell you.
I'm
He
not
said
either.
it doesn't even look like him.
That's very true.
He just looks at it and goes, that's not me.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's not crazy about that painting. And there are pictures you have next to it, you know, underneath it. All these pictures,
Yes.
these photos he shows me. And they're closer to who he really is. Of course, that's him, not that painting. Doesn't even look like him. Looks like a complete stranger, okay? Especially his eyes, he's telling me. He goes, you look at my eyes, those aren't my eyes. Right, right? And he said, he says he wants you to remember him with those photos, not that painting, because he would take it down. He doesn't like it. Are you related too? No. Are you friends?
Fiance.
Boyfriend? Okay. He likes you. He really likes you. Yeah, you can stand. He likes you a lot. You're a good man. You're a very good man. You're a very charitable, healing person, and that's good. And I know that before in your life there was some emotional stuff that didn't work out with you, but guess what? You've earned a great relationship here, and he's blessing you with this relationship, okay? Hold on. And did your brother, listen, have coughing before he passes over, please?
I
No?
don't think so.
Was there trouble with his breathing?
Not that I know of.
How did he pass over?
He was on a respirator.
Then
when
that's
he-
trouble breathing, isn't it? We'll go very slow. He's telling me you prayed to God to help save him and keep him, but he said that was not in God's plan, okay? Not in God's plan, you know that. I'm blessing you with children, you know? Well, not me. He's blessing you with kids. You're gonna have kids. I don't know. You have one kid already, don't you?
Yes, I do.
I know you do, but there's gonna be another kid. I know. Do you have a kid from another marriage also?
No.
Okay, because it's gonna be you're the daddy. It's gonna be another child. So, get ready. You make great parents. I'm telling you, great parents. Is there a mother figure also in spirit, please? Your mother?
Oh my God. Yes.
With a funny personality, boy, great sense of humor, because she's with him. She's with him. And I want to talk about your sister. There's a sister that you're not talking to.
Oh my
You understand?
God.
Because your mama's telling me that, mother's telling me that, and she said, what are you guys doing? You got to come back together again. I don't want anything of it. After she died, there was a blow up, and she says, bygones be bygones. We've got to, let water under the bridge, this sort of thing. And please call her up. Please do that for her. That's her wish. That's her wish to you, okay? Please, all right? Hold on. Whose anniversary is coming up, please? Is there an anniversary coming up, a wedding anniversary or a death anniversary? Because there's an anniversary here. When'd your mom pass? October, thank you.
11th. Oh,
Okay, that's the anniversary, yeah. I just love your energy. You have such great energy. And I think that you came into this family to provide some healing for this family, because they need healing. Wow. And your brother helped bring this man into your life. And I don't know what thing they have in common here, but there's a commonality. I'm not sure if the same, born around the same time, or there's a sameness here. There's a commonality, okay? I'm gonna leave you with that, all right? God bless you. He likes you.
This little boy certainly loves your fiance, apparently, your brother. He didn't know him. How do you feel hearing that in the reading?
God, that makes me feel good. I mean, James kept saying that my brother was saying that he's such a good guy, and that's exactly what I know about him. So just to know that my brother feels that I made a good decision, and that makes me feel wonderful.
Was there trouble with his breathing?
Yeah.
Now, how did he die?
He was hit by a car. But it's very interesting because when James brought up about the breathing, it was something we didn't think about, but he was in a coma for 3 weeks and he was on a respirator. So that totally made sense after a while.
He's blessing you with kids. You're gonna have kids.
That's very funny because outside of this show, me and my fiance were just talking about having a dream about having a baby girl, and we both dreamt about that.
Yeah,
so
I
that
just-
was really funny.
I just dreamt about that like 2 days ago.
I want to talk about your sister. There's a sister that you're not talking to.
my sister and I haven't spoken in about 5 years, and we used to be really close. But after my mother died, there was nothing connecting us but just pain, and I guess we both just wanted to get away.
She knew that her mother was going to come in and say something like that, and she was hoping her mother wouldn't say it.
And so what do you think your mom right here is going to do after the show?
I hope she's going to call her sister, but we'll see.
What does this mean? What does this mean?
0.
0? No! Are you going to push your mom to make that phone call,
I'm going to try to talk to her about it.
0 doesn't sound very good. Thank you for being here, and I'm glad it was good for you, and you call your sister.
If you'd like a chance for a reading with James, send a letter to Beyond, P.O. Box 4399, Hollywood, California, 90078.
Your daughter dies quickly. She does not suffer, and she's telling me, please tell my mom I did not suffer, okay? You have to know that, all right? Okay? And this was not your fault. So why do you blame yourself?
Because I should have stayed home.
Oh, Lisa.
That was a tough read with Deli talking about her daughter.
Yeah.
I mean, you marry somebody, this is her stepfather, and he takes her daughter from her.
Yeah.
That's something I can't imagine. I have no kids, but I can't imagine how a parent gets past something like that.
Nor do I. Nor do I. I think that sometimes you have to go deep down within yourself and find a way to get through this and understand yourself better. And, I don't know if it's a lesson in forgiveness here. I don't know if it's a lesson about their own self and the lessons they have to go through to learn things.
So what
It's hard
happens?
to say with each individual situation because they're all so different.
Yeah, and Amy died such a violent death. Is it different when someone dies so violently?
Well, leaving the body, it doesn't really matter how you leave the body. You leave the
see.
body, you leave the body. It's just a vessel. It's like an old worn out car, and you leave that car when it breaks down, perhaps. Sometimes it's in a crash, when you have a new car.
Right.
It's just leaving that vessel, and that's really what it is.
People do tend to find some sort of closure and some sort of strength from hearing that it's all good on the other side.
And I've done this for 20 years now, and I'll tell you, a lot of situations I've been through, including violent deaths, parents who've gone through this, they will turn around and they will help other people who've gone through this because of that experience that they've had and help other people. So let's hope in this case that's what happens.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.